Former President Obama's decision to deliver a Wall Street speech stunning the left wing of the Democratic Party. Left-wing Senator Elizabeth Warren saying she's choking on the event, saying she's, quote, troubled that Mr. Obama will pocket $400,000 for a September address at a conference run by investment firm Cantor Fitzgerald. Troubled she is. Well, not troubled, two of my favorite folks. Joining me now, Fox News contributor Rachel Campos-Duffy, Washington Times opinion editor, Fox News contributor Charlie Hurt. Troubled, Rachel. Senator Warren is troubled. I don't know if that's $400,000 worth of envy or what. What do you make of it?
Well, I hope she goes and talks to her friend Bernie Sanders, who just bought himself, I think, a second or third home for almost $1 million. These socialists, you know, they're just so hypocritical.
That socialism pays, doesn't it?
That's socialism, yeah, government-funded socialism. Listen, I'll tell you this. This is one of the reasons why people like Donald Trump. I mean, he's rich. He doesn't need this job. I think he's giving away his $400,000 salary, or he's promised to every year. And this is, you know, what a community organizer, Barack Obama, does after a yacht vacation in the South Pacific with the Bransons and Tom Hanks. I mean, they talk a big game, but it's really quite hypocritical. And good for Elizabeth Warren for calling him out on that.
Good for Elizabeth Warren, Charlie. Can you go so far as Rachel and say good for Senator Warren?
Well, I think it's kind of funny because, of course, can you imagine if this had been, you know, this were a Republican or a political opponent, you know, she would have been a whole lot more than troubled. But, you know, you guys joke about this is socialism. Well, this is socialism. I mean, this is exactly what socialism is. You know, socialism doesn't mean there's no wealth. There is a small, tiny little kernel of wealth, and of course it's shared among all of the politically connected. And that's how President Obama ran his presidency, right. And it's everything that Bernie Sanders believes in and Elizabeth Warren believes in. It's true socialism.
Well, and there's a lot of money on the table, and the House of Representatives leading the way. Over the weekend, we're going to find out about health care reform. Rachel's going to bring us up to date on where that stands, where we're going with tax reform. I mean, and whether the government will be shut down. A lot at stake here, Rachel. How's it going to unfold? Will Paul Ryan deliver for a change?
Oh, Paul Ryan's going to deliver, and Lou Dobbs is going to eat crow. Let me tell you this, Lou. The government's not going to get shut down. The government's not going to get shut down. And as a congressional spouse, I have a little bit of a tidbit of information that I've been told my husband might not come home till Saturday, which means that maybe they might strike this health care deal on Saturday on the 100th day anniversary. I mean, there's a good chance. I think if they have the votes, they'll strike when the iron's hot. They'll keep them there till Saturday to make that vote. So
before any
I feel
of the
very
folks
confident.
watching you at home, I think we need to put your comment in context. Rachel's referring to her husband, Sean Duffy, one of the Republican leaders in the House, who will be apparently ensconced on Capitol Hill. Charlie, what do you think? Am I going to be eating crow about Speaker Ryan? I have to be honest with you. I'm very, very relaxed about the prospect.
I don't know if you'll be eating crow, but I do think that you know, you never can put it past these folks in Congress to, at the very, very last minute, to figure out some way to get something over the line. And it's probably not always the best way to govern, but it is the way it kind of works around here, and it has for a long time.
You know, if they will deliver the legislation on health care, avert a shutdown of the government, and push on with the president's tax reform initiative, you know, that crow will be absolutely delicious.